Hi guys, I'm Alpha Sauber, and over the years there have been many great Dragon Ball games, and some that are not so great. And that's why today we're talking to you about the top 10 worst Dragon Ball games of all time. So as always people, enjoy!
Number 10. Dragonball Z Budokai 2 for the Nintendo GameCube and the PlayStation 2. Now, this game was fairly difficult, and the combos were pretty good. But the thing that really made this game crap was the very, very weird and unorganized story mode. Number 9. Dragonball Z The Legacy of Goku for the Game Boy Advance. Now, this game's overall system was not the worst, but could have been a lot better, as we all know. Story's pretty good, went all the way to the end of the Frieza saga, but overall as a game, once you finished it, and even still trying to go through the game, the replay value was not what it could have been. Number 8. Dragon Ball GT Transformation for the Game Boy Advance. Now this game's combat and beat 'em up system was pretty decent, but overall as a game, it was GT. The story mode followed GT, which a lot of people were very not interested in, but the combat did not have a replay value as much as it could have been because, well, let's just say the combat was kind of weak. Number 7. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22 for the PlayStation 1. Now, you can already tell that this game's pretty bad because, well, it's a PlayStation 1 game, and it's a fighting game. Those didn't really mix. And this game's overall combat was very confusing, and the controls were straight up weird, and the fighting was very stiff and not that fun. Number 6. Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu for the Game Boy Advance. Now, the controls were pretty bad, combat was weird, and this game was just pretty bad. I can't describe it. You'd have to play it for yourself or just be able to look at it and tell. That's pretty much all I can say.
For number 5 on our list, we have Dragon Ball GT Final Bout for the PS1. Now, this game suffers from terrible gameplay, bad voice acting, and a confusing story. And that is why this is the last Dragon Ball related game on the PS1.
Are you serious? And this is all you had?
On number 4, we have Dragon Ball Evolution for the PSP. Now, there are two major problems with this game. The first being that it basically copy and pastes the combo system and the animations from the original Budokai games, and the second being it's Dragon Ball Evolution, and no one likes Dragon Ball Evolution. Now we're on number 3, which is Dragon Ball Z Sagas for the PS2 and GameCube. Now this game incorporated a co-op story mode, which still was terrible. It has stupid AI, lame boss battles, and overall repetitive gameplay. This is just a bad game in general. For number 2 on our list, we have Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Now, this game had great looking visuals, but when it came to the gameplay, that's where the game overall failed. Now, you basically hit a couple times, then a cutscene plays. You hit a couple more times, another cutscene plays, and then you power up so you can do your ultimate, and that's it. You really didn't feel like you had control of your character that much, and it just broke the depth of the combat. Now, this game did add hero mode, which was a pretty cool idea, but you didn't really have many ways to customize your character, and the story mode for that was just, it didn't make any sense, honestly. And finally, for number 1, we have Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. Now, this game basically took what was decent about Ultimate Tenkaichi and turned it into garbage. Had terrible fighting mechanics, and half the moves that you inputted didn't even work. And what kind of idea was it to have Dragon Ball Z on Kinect? That was already a bad idea to begin with. And that's why this game is the worst Dragon Ball related game of all time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all the other stuff you people do. I just want to thank Dr.Love307 for doing this video with me, so I'll have a link to his channel in the description. So go on and click that. But until the next video guys, I'll see you later.